Hello my friends, and welcome to today's video break. Psalm 59 verse 17 says, "You are my strength. I will sing praise to you. God are my fortress, my God on whom I can rely." Oh, look at David's relationship with God is phenomenal. But you have to put yourself almost in his place. And I think we can do this by realizing most of us are probably surrounded by sin. By the influence of it. So was David. He had enemies that surrounded him continuously, trying to overcome him. And, we can look at sin as the enemy. It tries to overcome us and overwhelm us, but there is a way out. And it's the way out isn't by trying to gather up enough strength, by gathering other people around you to even try to gather up strength, but by gathering who God is. By allowing yourself to be gathered by his thoughts, by putting yourself in a place where you can allow him to show you who he is. David found him as a couple things in this passage: his strength and his fortress. It was the place that it was David's covering. It's his continuous covering. Friends, we can't do this world apart from God and do it and do it right. We can't do this world and keep ourselves strong enough to stay away from sin and the temptation, all the temptations that are around us. Eventually our flesh is going to cave. And David's could have caved too, but instead of caving, David was a man that believed in who God is to the place that God made the impact in his life to keep him apart. So he would start singing praises. Maybe that's all you need to do today is step back for a second and say, wait a minute, God, I need some God thoughts. I need to have God's thoughts in the midst of my thoughts, because my thoughts are leading in a direction that I don't want to go. But God, I want to follow you. Can you say that? Can you be strong enough to say that? Courageous enough to say that? See, we often think it's weak. Weakness is Christianity's weak. It's totally the opposite, because it takes a very brave person to trust God in their life and to be vulnerable. Vulnerable to the place that you're going to be absolutely admitting where you are and inviting God in those places. God, you are my refuge. You are my fortress. Not me, not what I'm surrounded by, but God, you are who I'm surrounded by. Imagine that, because God can do more than you can imagine, but just imagine yourself right now being surrounded.